Touchdown, Phoenix.
66-yard touchdown completion on second down on a full blitz, Coach. Caught him in the full blitz, threw a 3-yard pass, and 66 yards later, touchdown.
Got 2 words for you, Coach Chapman. Too easy.
Mm-hmm. We've seen this story before, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, people are moving around. That's what's making it shake.
We have seen this story before.
Do what? Okay.
All right, they're lining up for the kick.
Try to hold it in your hand.
Catherine Williamson comes out. There's a good snap, good hold. It's up, and it's through.
Yes, sir.
And just like that, it's 7-0 Phoenix. I tell you what, for a game that ended up in a 6-0 overtime win the first time, we're barely into the game. I mean, this is less than a minute. I can't see the timer right now, but we're less than a minute into the game, and it's 7-0 Phoenix. So, I'm sorry, there's 12:45 left in the first, and it's 7-0 Phoenix. I tell you what, there's some interesting changes here today. You know, the Fire not playing with their starting quarterback.
Or their starting Mike.
The starting Mike and their best defensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken, both went down in the last game versus the Phoenix.
That is correct. Said their best offensive and defensive lineman, because she plays both ways, broke her ankle. And then the starting Mike tore her Achilles. So that's a very costly win.
Yeah, that's tough. Lose folks like that. Well, Williamson lines up for the kick. And there it goes. She punches it deep down the field. It's going to be picked up at about the 10-yard line. She's wrapping around the right side. And where she's going to be met by a host of Phoenix kickoff team members.
Out to the 42, Coach.
That ball was returned by probably their best player, in my opinion. That's going to be Kelly Smith.
Kelly Smith is an Olympian, isn't she, Coach?
Indeed, sir. She also ran track at UAB. She's quite an athlete.
Said that she was she had 200 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in the All-Star game 2 years ago.
All right. This is an interesting set, a gun eye.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. That makes more sense to me. Just slot right. Oh, mishandled snap. And
oh, hello.
Yeah. Well, Kelly Smith, meet J. Rock Shields.
Yikes.
Top of the morning to you.
Wow.
I tell you what, that was a pop right there, buddy.
That's a loss of 4 right there, Coach.
That's the thing. Sometimes when you're spinning, the spin is an effective move, but sometimes you end up with a mouthful of linebacker or safety, or sometimes it just goes down that way.
Yeah, you should spin in the open field. Second down and 14.
Slot right eye. 4-man line for the Phoenix, and another mishandled snap. And that's going to be picked up by the fullback for the Fire.
Loss of 3 more, Coach.
I tell you what, now, anytime you change out the quarterback or the center, that's such an important exchange. It's so hard to deal with, and it looks like the Fire have somebody coming off. I don't know if she's doing the hot foot or I'm pretty sure that looks like an ankle maybe.
Yes. No, it looks like she grabbed her back.
Oh, okay.
You get rolled up on in a pile like that, that'd be real easy to hurt a back. But you're right, Coach. The Fire without their starting quarterback tonight, so you always worry about quarterback-center exchange, but without your starting quarterback, you really worry about it, and you got 7 yards lost on the first 2 plays because the snap fumbled.
Well, and the Phoenix have been dealing with some of the same stuff, having to use a new center tonight. Tonight we'll see Devin Johnson. We already have seen Devin Johnson at center.
But she is the third center, so, when you start talking about playing football, everybody talks about the quarterback and linebackers. Arguably the most important person on the field is the center.
For the longest time, the 2 people who wouldn't let them play defense were the quarterback and the center. Same look. Split backs this time. Still that slot right look. And the Phoenix bringing some folks. Try to pitch it out.
Fumbled. 87's on it.
That's going to be recovered by Shields. And the Fire going nowhere. I tell you what, the Phoenix defense has really risen up.
That was nice, Coach. That was a good one.
You like that?
I like that.
See how you did that? Okay.
All right. Well, they're coming back out for their second possession. Going to start at the 30-yard line. That's always good.
Yeah, you can get started at the plus 30 with a 7-0 lead after the other team has just lost 12 yards on their series. It's pretty good.
You gotta like that. Well, here they come. Last time we saw a steady dose of doubles.
So we got a broken bone.
Yeah. Three-back backfield right there. Motion to the far back, a little toss. And there goes Myers around the right side. Looks like she's probably going to pick up about 7 or 8.
Going to give her 7 on that one, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead and go to him now. We'll see if he understands.
Now, 2nd and 3, Coach. You got everything you want.
Well, I think maybe you take a shot at the end zone right here. 20 yards, 22 yards out, 23 yards out.
I'm thinking right here that this is some kind of I would throw go screen up at the top of the screen. There's an enormous cushion.
It's the right formation.
Play fake.
Longley fakes, rolls out to her right.
Stays
up. Is able to fight through a tackle.
Got the first down.
Longley gets first down, brought down by number 14, Charmaine Alfred for the Fire. I guess that was a designed rollout.
It looked like it. They've run that play similarly where she keeps it off of, lead action. She keeps it. It's been very successful for them, too. It was their leading rushing play the last week against Dallas, or the last time we were here against Dallas.
Interesting set right here. There's a snap. Longley drops, looks out to the right. Quick throw. In and out of Shea Jones's hands.
They've got anything they want to right now. They're not really covering the slots, Coach.
What? Well, if you're driving a black Nissan Altima, you need to report to your car immediately.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
A couple things, the camera starts screwing up. Click here.
Well, I imagine it's a Fire member the way things are going for them.
That's where he's at. It's marginal.
Doubles again, Coach.
Here we go.
Go too far away. Okay, cool.
All right.
You might be tempted to run the ball right here.
Well, the bubble over there on the left side, yeah.
Replay when you get a chance, 'cause we're not doing anything else.
Longley tries to get it out to the left and just can't. Gets a little pressure off the left edge. But I tell you what, the bubble right there on the left side is gigantic.
Yeah, they've gone to a 3-3 look. We even went to a single high safety that time. You know, their coach told us they were multiple on defense, and they've been. You know, they've given us a little 3-4 with, man coverage and a full blitz, and now they're giving us two wide, edge rushers. Back in the 3-4 look right here.
There's a snap. Longley keeps it, rolls right. She's going to be sacked by number 90, Jennifer Jones, for the Fire.
Definitely not the way you wanted. Didn't want this series to,
No.
kind of unfold. You got the first down at the 20. Since then, you've lost 9.
Yeah, that's definitely not what you want. You're looking at double sticks at this point.
And 4th down.
And they go to doubles. London in the slot on the right. Looks like Wheeler's in the slot on the left.
Be interesting to see if they blitz right here. They got burned with it pretty bad the last time.
See the coach telling them to back up. Motion from left to right with Wheeler. And there she goes. Longley rolls that way.
Got it
She
wide
dishes
open.
it out to Wheeler. Wheeler makes the first man miss. And she's going to be shoved out of bounds.
Gain
Yep.
14. The only problem is they needed 19.
Yep, it's going to be first down Fire from about the 15-yard line.
That's a good defensive stop right there.
That's a heck of a stand for your defense to walk out there with their backs against the wall and make a play.
Unfortunately, they've got to go back to offense now, and it has not been good. So far, their best play has been the kickoff return.
Yeah, indeed. Well, they can't get a snap.
I almost wonder if you go to the gun right here and see if you just spread them out. I know the coach talked about wanting to throw the ball some more, and he also talked about wanting to be in the eye.
Well, and keep in mind, they only brought 17 players, so pretty much everybody has to go both ways.
Yep. It doesn't look like they have enough
The
offense.
last time they played, it stormed and it was raining. That makes it much cooler. And I'll tell you what, it's a little hot here today.
It's not a little hot, Coach. It's real hot.
And there in the slot right eye, there's a snap.
Fullback.
Quick give to the fullback, and she's going nowhere. She's met quickly by what looks to be Odom and number 19, Christina Cooper for the Phoenix.
Gain of about 1 right there, Coach. You're not going to make a living against this Phoenix defense running at Carla Odom.
No.
It's not going to happen. Too good a football player.
I think that carry was number 9 to Shaw Turnbull. They go to a split backs and flex tight into the right side. Toss out to Turnbull. She's coming around the right side. She's got a head of steam. She's going to be forced out of bounds. Right there looks like number 43 for the Phoenix. Stephanie Cook comes up and makes a play from her free safety spot.
It's going to be about 3rd and 5 right here, Coach. I would look for a toss sweep to the field right here.
Well, it's been an effective play for them. They're in that flex tight end to the right side. Just a pro set, really, with a flex tight end. She stands up, quick throw out to the left. And nice open field tackle by Malaysia Johnson for the Phoenix. Sorry, folks, I struggled with the name there for just a second. I had some kind of brain malfunction. I apologize.
Completion for no gain. So it's bringing up 4th down right here. And now, Coach, we've seen the center quarterback
Oh, my
exchange.
Lord, what's the deep snap going to look like?
What does the punt look like? I mean, this is one of those things that'll make you go bald, ain't that right, Coach?
Punt terrifies me. Okay. She's 9 yards deep, waiting on the punt. There's a snap. It's a high snap.
It's a good snap.
But she does get it off. It
Flag
shakes
on the
out to
play.
the right side. It's caught right there by the Phoenix. Nice return. Nice return by number 14, Crystal Reese.
Crystal Reese with a 21-yard return on the play.
So, great field position again.
21-yard return on a 20-yard punt.
I don't know why I can't talk this evening, but I keep getting tongue-tied.
Excited, Coach. You're just excited.
That's got to be what it is.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense. They're going to wave that flag
Wave
off.
the flag off. So there is no flag.
Yeah, just kidding.
Didn't want y'all to think that we were doing anything right here.
They're still talking, though. He called his time. Maybe the guy's explaining the rules to the other referee.
Got me, man.
Okay, hey, when I throw my flag, you throw your flag.
I think there may be an injured player, Coach.
There's an injured player. I can't see that. Okay, I apologize. It was number 23 for the Fire. That's Denitra Crawford. That's going to be a big blow to their defense. She's kind of their hammer.
Yeah, Coach
She's
said
not very big, but she's a hitter.
Coach said she was a hitter.
So that's not a help to a defense that's already struggling.
But they had a big stop last time.
All right. Here we go. Getting ready to get back to action. It has been warm here the last couple of days, and it's really unfortunate for the Fire that it's been this warm.
It is. If it would have been 2 weeks ago when it was nice and crisp and 65 degrees, it might be a little bit different. Fire take their first time out, Coach.
Timeout, Fire. Well,
right now, Coach, I can tell you, if you look at the stats, you know, the Phoenix have thrown the ball 5 times. They completed it twice. The first completion was for 66. The second completion was for 14. So that's not bad. All right. You'd like to have a better percentage. But if you complete 2 passes for 80 yards, that's a 40 yards per completion. You can live with that.
Yeah, I can get over that.
They probably don't want to have the 3 rushes for 1 yard, though.
No?
But the sack did them in. They had 2 rushes for 10, and they got a sack for -9. So that kind of killed that last drive.
All right. Here we go. The Phoenix come back out on 0. Their 3rd possession of the game. The Atlanta Fire line up. Okay, I would run quarterback sneak to your nosebleed.
Yeah, this is they've got a massive gap over the center right here.
Longley under center, and they toss it out to the right side. Looks like Myers is going to get the edge. Oh, nice open field tackle. I don't know if they're going to say holding her face mask. That was Smith that brought her down for the Fire.
Holding. They're going to call holding against the Phoenix.
I tell you what, if all you did was run right up the gut with a quarterback, you'd have scored right there.
Yep. Nobody was there. That erases a nice 5-yard gain.
They got 150 people on the edge. But instead, they're going to walk it off. Tell you what, the Fire doing good for a second-year team.
It's not bad. They didn't even play last year, Coach. Played in 16, 2017 they were off. So right now, you know, they're in the infancy of their program.
Tell you what, have you noticed the gloves right there by the defensive tackle on the right side?
Yes, those are some serious hand pads.
Yeah, that's screams hockey.
Screams I would punch you with them is what it screams. Doubles for the Phoenix right here, Coach.
Again, the middle of the field is wide open.
Screaming wide open.
Longley takes a snap.
There it
stays
is.
in the block. And complete, and I think that's London.
And it's in the middle of the field.
And it is. And there's a flag that goes down. I'm not sure what the call is right there.
We're going to call pass interference right here.
Well, they're talking about it, so let's see.
Face mask.
Face mask on the Fire. So they're going to walk at half the distance on top of that.
Yep.
That's definitely insult to injury right there. That's going to be another Phoenix first down.
Yes, it is.
It was already first down, but I guess they just moved forward first down.
And we're in the red zone for the first time tonight, Coach.
Indeed we are. And there's Wheeler right up the gut.
5-yard touchdown. It's nice when you get the short field, Coach. Right after you get the short field, you come right back.
Well, that's what you want. When you get the short field, you want to punch it in. You know, you don't want to kick a field goal. You certainly don't want to go, you know, walk off the field after a four and out like last time. You know, you want to take advantage of that. You know, the worst thing you can do to a good team is let them hang around.
Yep.
Phoenix line up. Williamson comes out for the kick. There's a snap. There's a hold. It's up and through.
It's good.
And just like that, it's 14-0. Your Atlanta Phoenix leading the Alabama Fire.
You know what we've seen tonight, Coach? Marked improvement in the snap and in the kicking game.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Hey, gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Well, hey, Bo.
Good evening and good night. I hope everybody's doing well out there in TV land. This is Score Sports with Adam Collins, Craig Chapman, and Bo McMichael, bringing you an abbreviated version of Atlanta Phoenix football here on the campus of Kennesaw State. Gentlemen, y'all doing well tonight? It's 14-0, correct?
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
Yes. We got the scoreboard right above our eyesight. It's 1:23 left to go here in the first quarter. So it's good times here. We'll be able to get sponsorships all squared away for the second quarter. Just glad to have everybody with us. Appreciate you tuning in to this abbreviated version. Just kind of getting all our ducks in a row, being on a flat field with no press box. So, gentlemen, any surprises so far in the game?
No, this is kind of what we predicted.
Well, I know, and I'm glad we have not had a good scoring affair from the Phoenix. Gentlemen, take it away.
Williamson punches one down the right side. It's going to be picked up by the Fire. She's running Walter Payton style, though. That makes me a little nervous.
Yeah.
Not a bad return right there by number 4, Katrina Fincher for the Fire, but she's brought down rather quickly.
She got the ball at about the 12, got it out to, what are they going to mark her at? The 26.
That's a decent return.
It's not bad. 14 yards. It's not as good as the 32-yard one that she had earlier. But right now, the Phoenix are just dominating on defense, and because they're dominating on defense, they're winning the field position battle.
Slot left, split backs. Looks like the Phoenix going to send pressure. There were people moving, but they didn't call it.
They got the corner.
Smith comes around the left side. She's got some room to work. Shoved out of bounds by what looked like Stephanie Cook coming over.
All that is just a 5-yard gain. Better be glad they ran it into the short side and she couldn't get to the sideline. Because if she gets to the sideline right there, Coach, and doesn't have to step out of bounds, that play could have gone a long way.
Well, she is a rugby player, so I do expect her to be able to run well in traffic.
I agree. And if she was a track star at UAB, I'm pretty sure she can pick them up and put them down. So,
well, that tends to be the case, yes.
Are we going to the quarter here?
I think so. That's definitely what I would do. With fewer people, I would take every chance I had to shorten the game.
I don't think they can run it out. I think they got to snap the ball again or take a penalty. Well, he just marked the ball ready for play, Coach.
All right, here we go.
I would have taken all the time I could have taken, too.
I think maybe they thought they were going to be able to run the quarter out and then weren't able to. So just a pro right eye. There's a snap. Deep handoff to Smith.
She gets two.
She's hit first by Carla Odom. Cleaned up by number 45, Karima Champion. And I think that's going to bring us to a close right there. So at the end of one, Atlanta Phoenix 14, Alabama Fire nothing. Well, based upon the first quarter, Coach Chapman, I'd say the Phoenix were well on their way to revenge here.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, you know, as a coach, you don't ever want to use the term a revenge game because you think you should be ready to play every week. But if somebody has already beaten you in the season and you get a chance to play them again, then that is there's a little extra added motivation there. So, you know, I can understand the philosophy. What I hope doesn't happen is I hope it's not, like we said earlier, too easy and this thing bogs down and turns into a game.
Well, just got to keep your foot on the gas. You know, don't let up. Slam the door. Don't let up.
we've seen the Phoenix play. This is our third time getting to watch them, and so far they've given up 6 points. So their defense comes to play. They travel.
Oh, yes.
So, they've played. This is their fourth game, and so far they've given up 12 points on the year, and 6 of those points came in overtime. So, pretty impressive group playing defense for the Phoenix. They get after it.
That's going to bring up third.
Should be third and about 3, Coach.
What are you looking for right here? I'm thinking toss.
I'm thinking toss to the right side, trying to get wide. I wouldn't be real crazy about running toss at 87, though. She's a player. But I also wouldn't be crazy about running anything in the middle where Carla Odom roams either.
No, that's.
They tried to throw a little hitch the last time on third down at about this distance and got no gain out of it.
It would make sense to bring toss this way. You got the slot set to this side. Well, I'll tell you that back. Tight end. Uh-oh.
That's illegal motion.
Not sure if they're going to call encroachment there.
Are they going to call offsides on this for simulating a snap or neutral zone infraction? They did.
They did.
Wow.
And that's going to be enough for a first down.
And that will be the Fire's first down of the game. And it comes by penalty.
Well, little victories, I guess.
Yeah.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with what, one step.
Thank you, Confucius.
I'm just confused.
Oh, sounds like me every day.
Confused us. Under center, split backs, pro left.
There's your toss to the field.
Toss to the field. And hit quick. Hit first. Hit first by number 35 for the Phoenix. Cassie McGowan, and then cleaned up by Asia Bakar.
Another loss of 4, so everything you just gained, you gave right back. And you lost a down doing it. So now you got 2nd and 14. And it doesn't appear like you're going to be able to do anything throwing the football because I don't think you can block the Phoenix front.
And they're getting a good snap now, I think.
But you can see the attention to the snap. Everything looks slow because they're paying such close attention to the snap.
Really trying to make sure they get it right there. Eye backfield. Pro left with a flex tight end.
Play fake.
Fakes it right there. Comes out. Has a man. Oh, my goodness. In and out of her hand.
That was a great route.
Good route. Nice throw.
Yeah, it was right there, Coach. That should have been a big play.
Trying to get you a number on the receiver right there, but the jersey's all rolled up.
I think it's number 8, Coach.
Okay, so it was number 8, Starry Brady. A little side note about Starry Brady. Coach was telling me that Coach Lane was telling me she had been a former Offensive Player of the Year for the WFA.
Yes. He said she was the 2nd leading receiver on the team, but tonight she would be the 1st leading receiver because their leading receiver was playing quarterback.
Same formation. They drop, get a lot of pressure. She rolls away from the pressure out to the left, gets a couple of blocks, tries to reverse field.
Probably shouldn't stop. They're going to call face mask. She gained 2. It would have brought up a 3rd and 12, but I guarantee they're going to call face mask right here.
London and Champion in there on the play for the Phoenix.
Big question is, are they going to call it? Is it going to be the big face mask? 15 yards.
The big one. And there's another Fire first down.
And this is what you hope doesn't happen. You can't give a team life with penalties. You can't give a team life with turnovers. Mental mistakes keep teams that shouldn't be in the game with you in the game.
And those are the things that haunt your coaches at night.
Mm-hmm. And 14-0 lead is nice, but right now they're one play away from making this a game.
Fincher under center. There's a snap. Deep give on the ISO.
That's not going anywhere.
Breaks the first layer. Brought down, however, by Odom and number 36, Shawnee Irvin.
And that's another tackle for a loss, Coach. If you're trying to run the football at these guys without deception, good luck. Because if you're trying to run straight downhill, nobody's been able to do it all year.
Yeah, you got to put some smoke and mirrors in there. Some deception, some motion, move some folks around, shift your tight end, go unbalanced. You got to do something different. You can't just line up and here we come.
You just wonder how limited they are with the losses that they've had, what they can and can't do. You know, how much of the offensive playbook are we really getting to see?
Fincher under center. There's the toss. Oh, and that's absolutely a face mask. When you pull the helmet off by the face mask, that's a serious face mask.
Yep. That would have been another 4-yard loss, too.
Instead, it's going to be a first down. It's going to be a fire first down.
It is. That's definitely the 15-yard variety when they pull your helmet off and hand it back to you.
Yeah, she was still running, which is also a penalty, oddly enough.
Should be.
Trying to get this squared away.
Mark it from the line of scrimmage.
And so,
Fire
fire on the move with penalties.
Let me give you a stat. Phoenix have 4 penalties. 3 of them have resulted in fire first downs.
Yeah, that's never good.
Nope.
Pro left, Fincher under center. Flex tight end right there. Toss out of the left side. Smith gets the edge. And she gets run out of bounds by, looks like, London.
Gain of about 5 right there.
Well, you know, that's kind of their go-to. I'm not sure if they can – I'm not sure if Smith can throw the ball or not.
Well, she put it on the money a while ago. Or are you talking about the tailback?
Right, with the way everybody's coming flying up.
Well, that time it would have been hard to throw at anybody since they sealed the outside edge with the wide receiver blocking down. If she was going to throw it, she'd have had to throw it to one of those ladies dressed in all orange.
Or maybe roll the other way. Slot left. Fincher in the gun. Looks like doubles. Sorry, that's a double set. Fincher in the gun. Turnbull out to her right.
Quick screen.
Quick throw to Smith out on the left side. She makes the first couple people miss. It looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
It is.
And so an actual first down for the Fire. And when I say an actual first down, I mean first down not by penalty.
And this is kind of what you were hoping wasn't going to happen. A little momentum right here for the Fire. And it's all the Phoenix fault.
You just let them settle in and start moving the ball. And before you know it, you know, they're threatening.
Well, they're definitely threatening now. They're almost, you know, they've almost entered the red zone right here. They're at the 25.
The other thing they've done is they've slowed the game down.
They sure have.
This is their pace. It's what they want. Fincher under center. Drops, lots of pressure. Escapes the first pressure right there.
Doesn't escape the second.
We're going to be sacked by J-Rock Shields and number 30, Asia Bakar. Fincher's slow to get up.
That's a loss of 7, Coach. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17. And if she's hurt, you don't know how many more quarterbacks they have.
Yeah, Fincher's still on her knees. That's not a good sign.
Hopefully she's going to be all right.
Well, here's the hoping. That'll make it real difficult for the Fire. You know, not too many people have a third quarterback.
I know somebody that does.
This is true.
I know somebody that feels real comfortable with all three of his.
Going to take a quick listen from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
Hardhead, the Market app, Sea to Shore, and Peach State Health Plan. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football.
And we're back. Welcome back here to Kennesaw State University. Your Atlanta Phoenix leading the Alabama Fire 14-0.
2nd and 17 right here after the sack. They were right on the edge of the red zone, and then, you know, as long as the Phoenix don't donate, they should be fine.
That's it. You know, don't give them easy stuff.
This is an interesting snap.
And there it is. Wildcat with Smith. She shoves the first person off. Second, she gets the edge and then gets ridden out of bounds.
Wow.
Looks like she was ridden out of bounds by number 55, Candy Chambers.
She got that 7 yards right back, Coach. That might be something they want to think about a little bit more.
I mean, you know, if it ain't broke.
Oh, a wise old coach once told me, put your best athlete back there and snap them the football.
At least they're touching the ball every play.
Take away the middleman.
When you've got a guy who can drop back and throw and run around,
oh,
it's one of the hardest things in the world to stop.
And it's frightening for a defensive coordinator.
Venture back, quarterback under center. Doubles for the Fire. There's a snap. Fincher rolls. Throws it out of the right side. Had number 22, Francesca Long, open. Just couldn't connect because she was behind the deepest back. She drops that one in there. That's 6.
She's got a significant height advantage. Probably thinking a little bit more of a jump ball there.
Yeah, she's 5'11". That's fairly tall.
Looks like it's going to be the first 4th down attempt of the night right here for the Fire.
But again, look at the pace of the game.
It is slowed to a crawl.
This is what they want. All right. Let's see. All right. Pro right formation with a flex tight end, split backs, Fincher under center. The Phoenix load up the left side of the defense. They fake the toss, able to escape the pressure, try to naked bootleg, able to escape the pressure initially. Going to be brought down by Odom.
Yeah. Not really what you're looking for on a 4th and 10.
Nope, I don't think too many people bought that one.
Not second guessing the Fire, but I might have been tempted to put 7 back there and snap it to her and see what happened.
Do that same thing.
Now this is a big drive. Now you know you just allowed the Fire to take control a little bit of the game on offense because of your own penalties. You need to go in and score right here and put this thing out of reach.
Yeah, they flipped the field on you.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
You know, when they walked out initially, the first couple possessions, it looked like this might be a no contest. And then high backfield. Sniffer right there. Shuffles across.
Ooh.
Myers runs into the thick of things and is brought down rather quickly.
Picks up 1, Coach.
She's going to be brought down by Smith, who's obviously a pretty good defender.
Yep. 23's back on the field too, Coach.
Rugby's kind of a rough game.
You're already starting to see the Fire, though, reach over, bend over, grab.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when you only bring 17 to the party and everybody's got to play every snap, that's a rough thing.
And you can usually be okay for a quarter and a half.
And we're about where?
Yeah, we're approaching that quarter and a half. Longley in the gun. Trips bunch. Just a little shuffle out to the left. Wheeler makes the first person miss. Comes through.
That's a
oh,
face
my
mask.
goodness. Throw the flag. There it is.
There we go.
Looks like old dirty dish rag, though.
Yep.
Doesn't look like a flag.
Not much of a penalty flag there. It's like somebody forgot to wash the dish rag.
It's in my mama's drawer, so I just took it. Couldn't find my flag, but we had this yellow washcloth, so.
Well, you know, one thing about the Fire is that's just their second penalty. So even though they're down in the game, they have not beat themselves with penalties. And we're rolling to 4 minutes here in the second quarter.
We're at 4 minutes. Man, this quarter's flying by.
This game's flying by, Coach.
Doubles for the Phoenix. Longley in the gun. Myers off to her right.
Got to be a quick screen in here somewhere.
Got some funky formation going right here for the Fire. There's a snap. Longley lets it fly, but she decides to donate. Myers comes up and makes a play. That ball intercepted by number 5, Renika Brown for the Fire. I'm not sure what Longley was looking at, but she hit her square in the chest with it.
Yep.
Myers comes over to make the play. And just like that, all these things that we say you don't want to happen
have happened.
You don't want to donate. You don't want to give them cheap first downs with penalties. You don't want to turn the ball over. We just need to stop talking about things we don't want them to do because they seem to be coming to fruition here.
Yeah, this is our fault. We jinxed it. And it was, we just watched a drive that was basically penalties for the Phoenix that allowed the Fire to move the field. But when they get to start at your own 39-yard line, they don't have that far to go.
No.
Right now they don't have enough people on the line of scrimmage either.
Let's see. Okay, now.
Still don't have enough people
Gun
on the line.
backfield. Fincher just lets it fly.
Sudden change.
Man, that ball intended for number 22, Francesca Long from Fincher, just out of her reach.
Like the play call. Just got you a turnover.
Why not, man? Sudden change, like you said.
Still don't think that was a legal formation, but that's just me, Why would we expect a referee to get anything right?
Yeah, the one that always kills me is when they can't count. That's the one that burns me up. You ain't got but 2 over here, Coach. Okay. Did you miss the tight end, didn't you?
Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
Fincher under center. Eye backfield. Deep give.
Uh-oh.
Deep give to Turnbull. She's rolling. Nice play right there by number 36. Shawnee Irvin cuts her down.
That's a gain of 8.
Turnbull's big. I was really thinking she's got a head of steam. Turnbull's 5'6", 200 pounds. That's a load now.
Well, they don't call her bull for no reason, Coach.
Tell you what, if Shawnee Irvin didn't cut her down, if she tries to go head up with her, I'm not sure how that turns out.
Yep. That brings up another speaking point.
New fullback in the game. Fincher under center. Quick toss out to Turnbull. She gets her legs wrapped up. And it's Shawnee Irvin again. Shawnee Irvin says, yeah, you're big, but you're not going anywhere.
It's going to bring up about 4th down and 1, maybe 1.5.
Big play right here.
This is a huge play. And it is closer to 1.5 right here.
I mean, I'd be thinking toss.
I would venture to say that they're not going to run the bootleg.
No. There's a snap.
They ran the dive.
Quick dive. It should get it.
First down.
That dive hit pretty fast right there. So that's number 6.
Looks like it.
Okay, sorry, lots of hair. Taurus piles right there.
Gain of 2, first down. Rolling under 1 minute right here.
Really need to get in. If you could steal one right here,
And then you get the ball to start the second
be in
half.
good shape for second half. Fincher under center. There's a snap. Keep everybody in the block.
Oh, no.
Oh, that might not have been a touchdown, but that was certainly going to be close.
Wow.
That ball intended for Francesca Long, and she can just not find the handle this evening.
And that was right on the money. That's the second time they've hit someone right in the hands, only to see it not be caught.
That's got to be frustrating as a quarterback to hit people in the breadbasket, and they're not catching the ball.
It's not only frustrating as a quarterback, it's also frustrating as a play caller because you waited to dial this thing up and you get the chance to dial it up. When you do, it's there, and then the execution is not. It might make you throw a play card. I don't know anybody that would do that, but.
Yeah, you're like, you got to be kidding me. All right, here we go.
Slot right with split backs.
And here comes the Phoenix.
That's picked.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look like J-Rock Shields on the pressure right there.
And I think she gets a pass broken up because she tipped the ball.
Kind of leveled Fincher. Hopefully Fincher's going to get up. Last time she spent a lot of time on the ground. Seems to have popped up, though. That's a plus.
J-Rock's having a good half, Coach. She's got a fumble recovery, a pass broken up, a pressure, a sack.
Well, that is the kind of play we expect out of an All-American.
Well, I mean, living up to the billing.
She wasn't All-American last year, and,
Now, we have played a whole half. We're under a minute in this half. Right now, there has not been one conversion on third down. Not one. Not one conversion on fourth down, the whole half.
Jeez Louise.
I hope people aren't saying this about us on Thursday night.
That makes two of us. Here we go. Fincher in the gun. There's a snap. Throws out to the left.
Where's the flag?
Broken up. Broken up right there by Reese.
Nice play. I was just hoping they didn't throw that thing.
I thought they were going to throw the swing pass.
Me too. I don't know why they didn't throw the swing pass.
I guess trying to draw attention with that, with the swing, and then go up somewhere else.
Yeah,
but I think you throw the swing.
3rd and 10, you flip that swing right out there, get 6 or 7, opens up your playbook on fourth down. Now you've got to get 10 yards.
Well, that and your best player has the ball.
Yes.
Okay.
Best player's fixing to have the ball right here. I guarantee it's toss.
Here we go. Fincher under center. Pro left.
Okay, it's not going.
Fakes a dive.
Oh, that's a fumble.
And then the ball's out. Okay. Looks like number 36, Shawnee Irvin, came out of the pile with the ball. But they're going to call it down. But that's going to be Phoenix ball, 1st and 10 from the 50. Fincher, there are times where you should just tuck the ball and go down. That was one of them.
Yeah, that was another ill-advised play.
But,
Once again, J-Rock's having a half, Coach.
Yeah.
2 sacks, a fumble recovery, a forced fumble, a pass broken up. Not much more you can do unless she wants to go play quarterback.
Well, I thought she was going to scoop that up and take it to the house.
If she would have picked that ball up with one hand and kept running, that would have been the end of it. I might have gone home.
Who was it that did that? Just reached down with a big old paw. Was that
Hurd? Michael Hurd did it one time.
What was the boy's name from South Carolina?
Clowney.
Clowney. Because he had some big old mitts. Got 21 seconds left in the first half. Got a timeout on the field. Coach Brink will talk to him about what he wants to do. What are you thinking right here, Coach Chapman?
There's 21 seconds. I got 2 timeouts left.
Yep. 50 yards to go.
And got 50 yards to go. They've played off since they gave up the touchdown on the blitz. So I'm looking at something in a quick seam right here. If I can get something in the middle of the field. The last time the Phoenix had the ball, they ran a backside flag route, but the middle of the field is wide open.
There's a snap, but nobody was set.
And okay.
That ball intended for number 26, Christina Howard, and just I don't understand that play.
I think she didn't. Only thought process right here was the corner was so far off. She was just trying to get her the ball fast.
I thought maybe she was uncovered or something.
Yeah, that's
Snap.
nice call.
Quick give on a little draw action.
That's a great call.
Motoring down the sideline. Out a way to finish the run. Nice carry by Renika Toombs. If you remember last year, Renika Toombs was a huge part of the offense. 7 seconds left.
7 seconds after the 31-yard gain.
I know you don't know this, Coach Chapman, this being your first year with the Phoenix, but she had some big games last year at tailback.
I can see why. That was a perfect call too. Everybody's expecting you to throw the football. You give the little inside zone draw play.
So now you're going to have one play from the 19-yard line.
All right. Remember what I said a while ago about throwing the ball in the middle of the field? I'm throwing the corner route. The first time they ran that play in the middle of the field was wide open. What I neglected to tell you was the corner route when the receiver broke to the corner was so wide open, but she was looking on the other side of the field. She threw the post, and they got the face mask call on it. So if she would have looked left and thrown the corner, she walks into the end zone. I'm dialing that up right here. This is a corner route.
Let's see what they got.
Who's sitting in this slot over here, Coach?
Wheeler.
There you go.
You don't move your leading rusher to the slot for no reason.
Are we going to trips over here and going to single coverage over there? Or am I missing something?
Maybe we had too many people. Yep, I think that's what happened.
All right, now it might be in the middle of the field again.
There's a snap. Longlace picks it up off the ground. Lets it fly to the end zone. I think they're going to call offensive pass interference.
I think so, and I know that.
On Shay Jones, she was blocking while the ball was in the air.
Okay, so that's going to be the last play of the first half.
And that brings the first half to a close. Your Atlanta Phoenix 14, Alabama Fire nothing.
Impressions of the first half, Coach?
Well, what started to look like it was going to be a blowout has slowed to that, as you said, slowed to a crawl. And it looks like that the Alabama Fire is really going to battle here.
Yeah, I'm impressed with their resiliency. Nothing went right for them in the first quarter. Nothing. And they would have been real easy after being down 14-0. It would have been real easy to roll it over. But they didn't.
But to be right here and only be down 14-0, you got to feel pretty good about things.
Sure do.
So we're going to take a quick break right here at halftime. Here's a word from our sponsors. We'll be back shortly.
Hardhead, the Market app, Sea to Shore, and Peach State Health Plan. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football. Dream Medical, Empire Sports Bar, Berkeley Dental, Daiquiri Factory, Daddy D's Barbecue, Studville TV, Atlanta Women's Flag Football League, Perfect Touch Chiropractic, Cooper Global, and Impact Cryotherapy. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football.
All right, hey, welcome back here to Kennesaw State University in beautiful Kennesaw, Georgia.
Sound very excited, Coach Collins.
I tell you what, I'm fired up, man. Got some halftime eats. For those of you at home, I tell you what, you are missing out. Missing out. The concession stand, not only do they have delicious food at a fairly reasonable price,
Not bad.
but due to recent NCAA action, now offer wine and Budweiser products.
And nobody has seemed to think that's a bad idea yet.
Nope. I tell you what, I've been in enough pro games to know that alcohol and football is not a good mixture unless you are just with your friends.
Then you add,
And sometimes that's still not a good mixture.
but then you add fraternities into that, Coach.
Oh, yeah. But they're drunk already, Coach Chapman. Let's be for real.
Yeah, but let's think about it. They're drunk before they get to the game, and then it's 5,000 degrees, and they have to sit there. Now, if they go to the game and they have more access to it, how many times will you have to turn the camera away because some guy in a bow tie is running down the field in just a bow tie?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of BACs, a lot of pump stomachs. You know what I'm saying? The ignorance of college.
It's unfortunate I went to a school that didn't play football when I was there. They do now.
Excuse me. I'm in the same boat, having attended Georgia State, which is actually putting together a really good program.
I was going to make a snide comment, but they won a bowl game last year, did they not?
I tell you what, we went down there for a conference, and those cats are doing it right.
Yeah, they did. They have good coaches. Let's just put it to you that way, straight up.
And the facilities are legit.
Yes, they are.
As they are here, I really like this place.
I love being down here. Kennesaw State's top of the line, and they got a great coach too. Coach Bohannon knows how to do things.
We enjoy Coach Bohannon 7-on-7.
Even though it takes place on the face of the sun.
Yes, that's the only downside. All right, Williamson out to kick. She punches one, just pops it up, little pop fly right there. Going to be fielded by the Fire at about the 20-yard line. Here comes Smith. She's coming around the right side.
Uh-oh.
She is a baller, buddy.
Uh-oh.
Arm tackles aren't going to
Touchdown.
do it.
Oh.
And Williamson saves it.
Where'd she pick that ball up at, Coach?
It looked like she picked it up right at about the 20-yard line. Folks, if I seem distracted, it's because my tent just blew away. I mean, I was sitting here, and then there went the tent. Well, how about that?
Well, if my math is right, I believe that's 59 yards then, Coach, on the kickoff return.
That was huge. And again, you're like, okay, let's just not give up anything cheap like a huge kickoff return.
It always goes. What do we talk about all the time? Special teams.
The quarterback center exchange,
I mean,
penalties, discipline.
turnovers. Right now, after the 14-0 lead, the Phoenix have done everything in their capability to keep the Fire in the game.
The Phoenix came out looked like $1 million for the first and third possessions. And then we start talking about our checklist of things you can't do if you're going to put this game away, and they just go down and check off all of them.
They have done every one of them.
It's going to be slot left eye right here, Fincher under center. Turnbull dotting the eye right there. They're going to give her the ISO. She's going to plow forward for about 2. Brought down by Carla Odom.
No, at halftime, Coach, the Fire had run 18 running plays for 4 yards. 18 running plays for 4 yards.
That's not a good per run average. I'm not a math major. But I actually have been to summer school for math more than one time. All right, they go to the gun right here. Traditional gun, slot left. It looks like they're going to keep everybody in the block by the way they're standing, though.
They better, because here comes everybody from the Phoenix.
There's a snap. Fincher drops, and they do. It's 7-man protection.
Oh, nice pass breakup.
Good job right there by the receiver to go play D. That ball intended for number 8, Starry Brady, broken up by the Phoenix. Who was that on that pass breakup?
Number 43, Coach.
Okay, that's who I thought it was. That would have been my guess, Stephanie Cook. I kind of lost my train of thought there. Again, my tent blown away and all. luckily, the sun's down, so it doesn't burn my old bald head.
Both of us are glad for that since we are lacking in the cranial department in more ways than one.
Yes, indeed. But you're by far the smarter of the two, and that's well known.
I've got a point on the top of my head. It left extra brain in.
Slot to the left. I'm sorry, pro right. Eye backfield.
Uh-oh.
Smith dotting the I, and she is just running it. She's like, I will not be denied. And it's the first down.
And it's the first third down conversion of the game for either side.
Now, Asia Bakar comes out of the pile with the ball, and she's like, hey, it's a turnover. I'm thinking they called her down. But, you know, you got to feed the monster. When you've got somebody that's got the hot hand, you got to give them the ball.
She would touch the ball until she couldn't walk off the field right now.
Right. You're not playing any more defense. We're just going to try to score. And there she goes.
Nice tackle. Oh,
and that's going to be a face
might
mask.
Blow the whistle.
That's going to be a face mask.
Did they not throw the flag? We got some extracurriculars going on right here. And there's a flag. Another dirty dish of laundry on the field.
They're trying to break it up right there. Let's keep it civil, ladies. It's been too good a game so far to let it turn into something else now. We don't want this to turn into semi-pro football.
Yeah, we see this on the regular.
Yeah, lots of 7th grade dance activity at semi-pro football games.
7th grade dance activity. That is a great call, Coach Collins.
Lots of puffed up chest. Yeah. I just want to walk out on the field and be like, fellas, come on.
Now, the referees are smiling and laughing right here like they know something we don't, which they do.
Well, I know something they don't. It's called the rules.
Wow. That was all right. Somebody's got to record that one. That's the best line ever. Ever. Best line ever.
I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
You've got a tough job. Do it right. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a full season of people, so I'm trying to smooth over.
All right, so we're going to explain to them that the penalty is on you, and then they're going to explain why. I've never seen a referee explain to the other team.
Okay, you can't take someone's helmet off without grasping it. And if you grasp the helmet, your hand going in any opening in the helmet is a face mask.
All right, we got unsportsmanlike. And the referee fumbled. Oh, wow. They called unsportsmanlike on the fire.
Okay, but there's no face mask for pulling the helmet off?
He just said her helmet popped off. I just saw him say that.
No.
Wow, dude. Okay.
No. That's not what happened.
I have now seen it all.
I'm a Phoenix guy, but that is not at all what happened. That's an interesting version of what occurred.
I always like it when they have the whole pile of people there, and then they decide that it's only on one team.
When it piles up right there, it's almost got to be offsetting. Because there's no way you can see everything that's going on in there.
Or know everything that happened beforehand.
Whatever.
It's
I tell you what.
If I'm the Phoenix right here, I'm covering number 22. Because they've thrown the ball to her every time it's been a long yardage play. And I'm going to make sure that she's not getting open on that post like she did.
It's going to be a pass. Fincher drops.
There it is.
Lets it fly out. Number
There's
22. And there, Coach Chapman, put away your crystal ball.
Oh, it is what it is, Coach.
That ball caught by Francesca Long, number 22, for the Fire. I tell you what, if you watch number 6, Torres Piles, you can tell what the play is going to be run or pass.
You can. I'm sitting there watching, and I just want the viewers at home to know that you and I have been doing this a long time, Coach, and you are an offensive line coach.
Yes.
You've seen just about everything that you can see on the offensive line. I've never seen a center snap the ball the way the young lady for the Fire snaps the ball. I just don't know how to even explain that.
You know, different strokes for different folks, I guess. And pro left, there's a quick snap right there. Toss out to the left side. Smith on the edge, dragging people.
Wow.
It's going to take 3 members of the Phoenix to bring her down. Reese is there first, hanging on for everything she's worth. Have Candy Chambers come over and clean it up.
That's a 6-yard gain. You know the bad part about that? We're here for the Phoenix, Coach.
There's no doubt we're Phoenix.
But I'm also sitting here watching this game. You know, because I'm for the Phoenix and doing this with the Phoenix, I'm glad that she didn't cut back, because if she cuts right after she catches the pitch and she just turns it up the hash, she walks into the end zone, because everybody on Atlanta's defense knew the play and got width fast, and nobody was there for cutback. Nobody.
Can't flow too quickly.
4th down.
Split backs.
Cover 22.
Pro right. Venture under center. There's a snap. Fakes the pitch out to the right side.
Oh,
off the hands. Off the hands right there.
That was a
that ball intended for number 6, Taurus Piles.
Oh, man, it was a great call.
And it hit her in the hand, and she can't pull it down.
That was a great call.
That's a huge stand by the Phoenix, though.
And
you know, that's one of those that the Fire really needed that one. They needed the score right there. They had a big run back, had a drive going.
And a penalty killed it.
Yep.
A post-possession penalty, so you didn't get a chance to redo the down either. You just went right from 1st down to 2nd down, and you lost 15 yards. So you got the 14-yard completion. They don't have enough people on the field to play defense right here.
In my opinion, bad penalty. I'd run off the right side right now.
They did.
Here comes the ISO.
Oh, my word, number 7.
And Smith is everywhere.
My goodness.
I'm pretty sure she just teleported to right there, because how she didn't get blocked.
I mean, there was nobody on the line of scrimmage over there. They gave up. There were 3 gaps. They're doing it again.
She's playing on the backside.
She's playing wherever she wants to, because she's the best player right now.
And there's a snap. They run the ISO again.
I would have done the
Wheeler.
same thing. Nice cut.
Wheeler.
Face mask.
There
That
it
is a face mask. That's a face
Jeez.
mask.
That's a horrible face mask. That's the kind where she tried to yank her head off by the face mask.
I mean, how can that not be a face mask?
That's got to be a face mask on number 5, Renika Brown. If it's not, then somebody needs their eyes checked. Because you can't drag somebody down by the face mask and expect not to have it called. I mean, it wasn't like she grabbed it and then let go. She, grabbed it and, like flipped up and put her cleats on it and was, tugging it. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I mean, it look like one of them old things where you get stuck in the thing in a cartoon.
Yeah, like when you're a little kid and you try to hang your legs on a tree branch.
So
like that kind of flipping up on you. You know what I'm saying?
So they called a penalty. Did they call holding?
They're going to call holding.
Wow.
But they missed the face mask.
I guess the referees felt the need to not call the face mask on the Fire, since they didn't call the face mask on the Phoenix. And
maybe that was a makeup call. I actually understand that. Because if I had been the Fire coach, I'd have been in that guy's ear going, "Hey, man, you owe me one."
You'd have probably kicked the flag off the field.
Here we go, a little sniffer back to the left-hand side. Pro left. Quick give on the zone.
Nice cut.
To Myers, she makes a good cut, and she's going to get some real estate out of that.
Well, she's going to get going to be looking at about 3rd and 2 right here, Coach.
See, right about now, we're at – how much time do we have left, gentlemen? We're at 5 minutes. Right about now is where the Alabama Fire should gas.
Yeah. And you're seeing it. That they were doing a pretty good job against the running game. The last 2 plays have gone for 11 and 14. The 11-yarder got called back on the hold, but that last play was 14 yards. It puts them in a 3rd down and manageable right here.
We're up by 2 touchdowns. Right here is where we're going to lean on you. There's a snap. Deep give to Myers. She's met at the line of scrimmage, though.
Be close.
Lots of helmets coming off. They don't tend to do that by themselves. She's brought down by number 90 for the Fire, who has really done a good job. Jennifer Jones, a man in the middle.
First down.
And I do like the hand pads. Although the hand pads kind of remind me, it's almost like Transformer. You know how when you pull a Transformer's arms out? You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
It's got like the one piece sticking up from where the elbow is. That's kind of what it looks like.
Coach, we're about to go under 4 minutes right here to go in the world's fastest football game.
I will tell you, fast games don't hurt my feelings, man.
It's not a bit, not one bit. If I'm the Phoenix, they got too many in the huddle.
Yeah, Longley was in there counting.
Nice job counting and getting them out of the huddle so they didn't break with 12.
Doubles.
Now this right here, look at how many people are in the box right here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sort of 7.
Yep.
Give right there. It's Toombs on the outside around the right. They're going to throw
it again. Throw the flag.
They're going to throw the flag for holding in the dead middle of the field. I mean, okay.
And that's going to erase a 6-yard gain.
You know, I understand calling holding at the point of attack. I totally get that. But I don't know if we can see that on replay.
It's after 7 seconds, so it's not going to happen.
Can somebody throw the replay up on the Jumbotron for me?
It's right there. You see that?
All right. Okay.
Right there.
I like how it makes the circles when you do that. That's nice.
I know what you're going to say, Coach. You called holding on a block.
That didn't matter.
That did not matter. And I was sitting in a rules clinic one time and heard a referee tell an entire room full of coaches that, hey, if there's a holding taking place on the other side of the field from where the ball's going and it has no, bearing on the outcome of the play, we're not going to call it. I heard the guy say that. And they have yet to do that.
It's a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Dream Medical, Empire Sports Bar, Berkeley Dental, Daiquiri Factory, Daddy D's Barbecue, Studville TV, Atlanta Women's Flag Football League, Perfect Touch Chiropractic, Cooper Global, and Impact Cryotherapy. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football. Hardhead, the Market app, Sea to Shore, and Peach State Health Plan. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football.
Welcome back here to Kennesaw State University in beautiful Kennesaw, Georgia. Your Atlanta Phoenix leading the Alabama Fire 14-0 with, I think, 4 minutes left in the third quarter.
This game keeps going this fast, Coach. As nice as it is out here, we might have to walk around the fraternity houses, see what's going on.
Why not?
There may not be anybody here. I think they had finals this week.
Well, there's bound to be a party going somewhere. I know this was a perfect time to party when I was at school. Of course, a lot of people want to go home. Their friends are graduating, siblings are graduating. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Backfield.
We have this is fixing to be running the ball right down their throat. This is what's fixing to happen.
That would be my plan.
And then they run the toss.
And there's a toss to Toombs. She's on the outside. She's got blockers out in front of her. She cuts outside. It's going to pick up about 10.
Yep.
So that's going to stop the clock with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Isn't that going to bring up third down right there?
I think so.
No, wait a minute. Let's see.
Second down.
Second down.
Because of the hold.
Correct, Coach. Absolutely. And you're starting to see it now. You're starting to see the Fire defense flex, grab. This is you get the ball at your own 8, and you can run the football.
Oh, yeah.
With a 2-score lead.
Eat up 8-9 minutes.
Just kind of take their soul away from them.
Oh, yeah. Backfield.
I know one thing. If I was the Fire, I wouldn't be in this 3-man line and walking linebackers up to stand up in the guard gap.
Run the wing from left to right. And there goes Wheeler. And that ground can't cause a fumble.
Wow. That's another number 7.
She's okay, though. Looked like her head bounced off the turf right there. That's always scary. I tell you what, I see more concussions like that than anything else.
Yep, that's the truth.
That head rebounding off the ground. Everybody thinks it's these horrible impacts that are causing all this. It's not. It's people's heads bouncing off the ground.
And somebody grabs you and slings you, and
Yeah.
your butt hits, and the next thing that hits the ground
Is your head.
Is your head, and that is the worst feeling in the world. Of course, back when we played, Coach, nobody knew anything.
Oh, no, you got your bell rung.
Bell rung, and get back in there, you're tough.
They gave me smelling sauce on the sideline one time, and I was in 3 plays later.
Don't say that.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal back then.
Here comes the corner blitz.
And, the play action.
Oh, no.
And long delay throws the ball up. That pass intended for number 10, Raven Buchanan, and she just couldn't really – I think she was having problems tracking the ball because she came back and then realized she needed to go further.
Yep.
And instead it gets picked by, I want to say that was number 8.
It was.
Starry Brady.
And
so
and once again,
got a chance to put the game away. I like the call.
had no problem with the call. I still think that they're missing out on being able to get into the quick seam, something on a slant. They had a lot of success early in the game. I know they've walked someone down to play over the slot, but run a speed out and a slant in behind it, and there's nobody there. Cover 22.
Or a slant bubble, anything.
Cover 22.
Split backfield. They're just something went wrong there. It looked like they were trying to run the toss, but it's like half the team didn't know what was going on. Like maybe Smith was the only one who knew what was happening. She runs right, cuts back left because nobody's moving.
Well,
that's going to bring us down under a minute.
Coach, after the way this game started, that 2-yard play right there would have looked like a 100-yard run from the first series.
She's been their offense tonight.
The bad part about it is that the Fire, since the second quarter, have really controlled the game.
There's a snap. Okay, face mask.
Wow.
I don't understand why the play is developing so slowly. You know, if you really want to get somebody out there, and I understand they're playing with a backup quarterback, but, you know, if it were me, I would take 7, and I'd put her at the wing. Put another wing on the other side, a little double wing action. Split a receiver out to each side, bring her in rocket motion, and give her that ball, and then I'd give the ball back up underneath to number 9 and let her run the counter, and that's what we do.
A little deception, Coach. That goes a long way.
Well, because with somebody like 7, if you don't move when she comes in that over motion, you're gonna be sorry.
Well, they've put her on they've put her on the side, and they've put Kelly Smith over there on the side, and she's been the lead blocker on these toss sweeps a couple of times. I've been waiting for them to fake the toss and hand her the counter going back the other way.
I mean, if all you did was flare her out right here and just throw her the ball. But there's the toss again out to the left side. She gets a decent block, but there's just too many people.
Loss of 1.
She gets run out of bounds. Eventually, Carla Odom gets there and runs her out of bounds. Carla Odom and company, I should say.
And we're getting close to the end of the third quarter right here, and you're down 2 scores. The toss sweep, you're going to have to hit them something big.
You know, you can't. And that's going to bring the third quarter to a close. Your Atlanta Phoenix, 14. Alabama Fire, nothing. We're going to take a quick break right here. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Hardhead, the Market app, Sea to Shore, and Peach State Health Plan. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football. Dream Medical, Empire Sports Bar, Berkeley Dental, Daiquiri Factory, Daddy D's Barbecue, Studville TV, Atlanta Women's Flag Football League, Perfect Touch Chiropractic, Cooper Global, and Impact Cryotherapy. Thank you for everything that you do for Atlanta Phoenix football.
All right, welcome back here to Kennesaw State University in beautiful Kennesaw, Georgia. Your Atlanta Phoenix up 14-0 on the Alabama Fire. The Fire, every time it looks like the Phoenix is going to have an opportunity to put the game away, something goes wrong.
Coach, let me give you a little update on the third quarter stats right here. The biggest play of the third quarter was the opening kickoff return, 59 yards. I believe that was Kelly Smith for the Fire that returned that.
It was.
So far in the third quarter and the second half, the Fire threw it 3 times. They completed one for 13 yards. They've run the ball 7 times for about 18 yards. So that trumps what they did in the first half because they ran it 18 times for 4 yards in the first half. But if you look at this carries in the second half for the Phoenix, it's rather impressive. They've carried it 7 times for 2-yard gain, 11, 14, 3, 6, 10. And then they lost one on the last play where they had the ball. But, they've only thrown it 1 time in the second half. The one time they threw it, they threw an interception. So right now the Fire is sitting there. Got second down and 11 right here.
All right. Phoenix looks like they're going to bring some pressure.
The whole game's been pressure.
Fincher in the gun. There's a snap. Had an eye behind her. Smith scooped up. Yeah, blow it dead, blow it dead. Blow the whistle, blow the whistle. Shawnee Irvin and company. Of course, there's Carla Odom getting up off the bottom. If there's a big pop, you could usually plan on finding her there.
The thing about that, Coach, it was a really nice tackle, and they got to the football, but because they sent the pressure, she was 1 step away. If they don't get that one arm on her before she makes the cut, that might have went all the way to the end zone.
Well, they're doing what's smart. That was always my thing when I was a young man. Is a lot of times those backs are really good athletes, and their lower body's so strong. There it is. There's your tail. But if you take their feet off the ground, none of that matters. I think about guys like Les Pullen.
Oh yeah,
you got to get his feet off the ground, and that should have been some sort of false start right there. And it's a fight for the ball. Who's got it?
She took it away from him.
And just like that.
Number 30.
What a great play. Asia Bakar just takes the ball away.
Wow.
It just takes it away. I mean, it's a completed pass, and she just takes it away from him.
First of all, it was a pass into triple coverage. Second of all, it almost was complete.
It was complete. That was a completed ball. She just took it away.
Great play.
If they throw it up on instant replay, I'd go all John Madden on and circle stuff and yell boom.
You'd yell boom, Coach?
I'd yell boom.
Would you yell kaboom?
Kaboom. Haven't seen Kaboom in a while. Hope he's doing all right.
He is.
All right, here we go. Offset eye. Longalay in the gun.
I would run left.
And there's a snap.
And that's the reason why I would have run left.
And Wheeler going to be brought down by number 23.
Gain of 7 right there.
Denitra Crawford. Glad to see she's better. I know she had gone out earlier. I remember you telling me she had come back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to see anybody get hurt or injured. Hurt's one thing. Injured's a whole nother.
Second down and 3 right here, Coach. If I'm the Phoenix, I'm slowing this thing down.
Oh, yeah. We're going to start taking our time.
Or, they do have 17 players, so if you speed it up, you might get that, game.
This is true. Longley calls her own number. She's fighting for everything she's worth. Okay, don't. She goes down. Just a quick zone run off the right side.
Gain of 5. First down.
And, it would just be a steady diet of this if it were me. My problem as an offensive coordinator when I've had to do it, because I'm smart enough to know that I need someone smarter than myself to do it. But when I've done it in the past, my problem is I get impatient. I get greedy. You know what I'm saying? I see something and then I go, oh, I'm gonna take it. Instead of just doing what's working.
Sometimes that works out in your favor, though, Coach.
Oh yeah. Olangale is gonna get sacked right there. Nice play right there by number 2. That's Wanisha Thomas right there of the Fire on the sack.
Now, Coach, what was that you said about getting greedy?
11 minutes, yeah. That was poor Caitlin Shaw. I'm sorry, Caitlin. It's the first time I'm mentioning your name tonight.
It's the way it always is for an offensive lineman.
But you got beat off the edge right there, and you're the left tackle. That can't happen.
Now, Miss Shaw, if I were calling plays, you would get the wonderful task of getting to run by the left tackle again because we would be throwing a screen right at you.
Let's see. All right. Line up. Offset eye. Long landed gun. There's a snap. She looks out to her left.
Curl dropped.
Quick throw. Nicely played. Ball intended for number 26, Christina Howard. I tell you what, the corner came up hard for the Fire right there.
That was
a nice open field tackle. I want to say that was number 8, Starry Brady, right there from her corner spot.
Yeah, everything about that play was nice. You had it 2nd and 15. You make a little inside play fake. You got about a 7 or 8 yard route that you're going to throw. Ball was on time, right on target. Ball was just dropped, but then the defensive reaction to that, let her catch the ball. It's 2nd and 15. Don't give up anything big over the top. Now you're at 3rd and 15 right here.
Come up and play through the receiver.
All right. And you're looking at getting the football right back. And even though it's under 11 minutes now and you're down 2 scores, special teams is a huge thing. And we've already seen it with the kickoff returns. I bet their punt return team is just as dangerous.
Their snap, fake to Toombs. Longley rolls to her left.
Something about that play didn't look right.
Throws it out of bounds. She was getting some pressure right there.
It was almost like they set up a screen and nobody knew it because everybody down the field was blocking.
Well, that's the thing is sometimes there's miscommunication, and again, even with only 10 minutes left, this game is certainly, it's a 2-possession ball game.
This is a huge play right here.
I'm still nervous.
This is a huge play right here. It's a punt. And we've seen in previous games the punt snaps have been an adventure.
Well, and it looks like they're not setting up a block. They're going to set up a return.
I would.
And I would venture a guess that Kelly Smith is some back there waiting on that football. And I say I venture a guess, guys, because in case you don't know, this is tough for us to see everything.
There's the snap.
Williamson's going to get blocked. Williamson gets it blocked. The ball's still rolling around. But there it is.
Replay. We need to see that on a replay. No, it was blocked by number 90.
Yep.
And she is feeling the after effects of blocking the kick.
Yeah. Well, blocking kicks hurts for those of you that have never done it. It is not pleasant. I blocked one as a kid one time, came through the middle, and was able to block one, and I thought it ripped my hand off. It was not a punt; it was a field goal, and thought it broke my hand. 9 minutes left.
Now
that was those Megatron hand pads that got it.
I'm not so sure that the hand pads had anything to do with that, Coach. I think she kicked it right and hit her right in the chest.
I tell you what, if you're Williamson, though, right there, you got to give a little ballet action, take a sidestep, let that ball fly. Because, it's a wonder she didn't give up a touchdown right there. But now with 9 minutes left, you've set up the Fire in scoring position.
Yeah, they start in the red zone. This is their second turned into the red zone right here. The first time they were turned away because of the what we would consider a questionable penalty.
Yeah, well, it looks like the Fire taking time out. Got a couple players that are a little shaken up, trying to catch a breather, I would imagine. But I tell you what, it's still a ball game.
It is.
Like right here, I am livid on the sideline. All right. If there's one thing I know how to do, it's talk. But what do you have right here, Coach Chapman?
I mean, the only thing that you're going to get right here from this whole thing is if I'm the Fire and I've sat on something all game waiting for a chance to run it, I'm running it now and killing this spider that just crawled up my leg. But, if I'm, I've got there's no time left. I've got to score right here. I've got to score right here to give myself a chance to make this game a little bit tighter down the stretch. And we just saw that if you can stop them, the punt snap is an adventure. You block the punt and you rush 3. So anything I've got right here that I haven't shown, here comes the Wildcat, just like we talked about.
Everybody stacked to the left. There's a snap.
They didn't call that.
Smith rolling left. She's fighting.
She's down to about the 3-yard line.
That was without a doubt a false start. But she's wrapped up on the sideline.
And she's cramping.
She's wrapped up on the sideline by London and finished off by number 55, Candy Chambers, right there for the Phoenix. But she's cramping up right now, and they can't have that.
Nope. That cannot happen.
That's the unfortunate thing is this time of year, as it starts to warm up, your leaner athletes are those that are going to cramp a lot. It's just how it goes. We spend tons of money on recovery drinks and, in-game glucose stuff, and we spend a lot of money trying to figure out how to stop this from happening.
We even almost bought a whole entire jar of pickles just to dump the pickles out to get the pickle juice at the stadium.
And they were going to charge us an inordinate amount of money.
$4 a pickle, Coach.
$4 a pickle is what they were going to charge us.
And that was at a high school.
And I was digging through my bag to get the money when somebody said my mom's bringing them.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I do want to look into is the spray stuff. The cramp spray, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm, I do. I think we should just get pickle ice.
Pickle ice is the worst thing ever. Nobody wants to eat pickle ice. There's a snap. People moving early. Oh, goodness. Turnbull gets turned back right there. She's not going anywhere. Big number 99. Big number 99 plowing through the middle. Lataglia Dorsey says, I don't think so.
Loss of 2.
She says, Batman may own the night, but I own the middle.
I haven't. I've looked at the defensive stats, the individual defensive stats for the Phoenix, and they're impressive. But I haven't been able to see the entire league defensive stats.
Right.
But we've seen Dallas, and we've seen Tampa, and both of those teams are pretty good defensively, and they're not any better than Atlanta's defense.
I tell you what, as a unit, I don't think you find one much better than this.
Toss sweep right here.
That would be my guess. Fincher under center. There's a snap. Fakes the toss.
And 87 again.
And J-Rock Shields. Looked like they were trying to run that naked bootleg out to the right side. And J-Rock Shields on the sack. She's having a great game.
And that's a loss of 10.
Fincher, faked the toss. Thought she was going to spin out. I guess they had thought that, I guess they had hoped that the backside defensive end would give chase.
All right, I'm going to say it again, Coach. Cover number 22.
Yeah, I mean.
It's that the ball is at the 15-yard line. The last time we said this, they threw a hitch and go to her for 13 yards. You got to think they're going to throw something up into the end zone right here.
I don't understand if you're going to run that play, though, why you don't bring something extra to try and pull a guard back around to try and help the Shields. Do something. Fincher in the gun.
The center just went in motion. That was interesting.
And there's the ball. And in and out of London's hands. miscommunication right there between the quarterback and receiver. I think that Mosley thought that she was supposed to run a what looked to be, she was thinking post, and
whatever it was wrong. And you got the ball 1st and goal at the 9 after the block kick. You gained 6 yards on 1st down, and you turn the ball over on down at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line, somewhere in there.
You know, they've come really close but just can't cash in. And now, if it were me, you get a heavy dose of Toombs right here.
Yeah, I'd put somebody in. I mean,
like, and we'd make no bones about it.
They have what, a 3-man line?
If all you do is block everybody down right there, Toombs breaks outside.
Fumble the ball.
The ball did fall out of her hands.
Touchdown.
And Smith's up. And, like, the only thing in the world that couldn't happen right now just happened. So, with just under 6 minutes left, now it's 14-6. So, like, again, like the checklist of things that just can't happen, that would be one of them.
Yep.
Again, if I'm on the sideline right now, like whatever I had in my hand just got broken.
That was a nice play, too. It would have been 2nd down and about 5, 2nd down and 4. You know,
I don't understand why they cut right there on the center. If it's me, I give her the ball and we're running zone back to the right side, and I just wash everything down and give a short corner to the end and let the end rush, and she'll rush right past what's going on. And then we have the tackle to release on the linebacker. I mean, how is this a bad plan?
It's not, but let me give you this bad plan. Tonight, the Phoenix have 3 turnovers.
I mean, I tell you what, not to take anything away from the Alabama Fire, but you're not going to beat good teams turning the football over.
Nope. And we said it early in the game. We talked about it. We said it was too easy. And we said we hope that it didn't, play out where, you start thinking things are too easy and you let up, and it looks like that's what's happened.
Split backs, Fincher under center. Fakes the toss.
I guarantee you that play does not work.
I mean, she went to fake the toss, and J-Rock Shields just put her in a headlock and threw her on the ground.
That's an untimed down.
Okay, wow. Okay, when they sent that play in, if I was number 4 Fincher, I'd have looked back at the sideline and said, nope.
I mean, that's an untimed down, and so it doesn't go in the official stats as a sack. But that would have been her 4th sack for the night. Coach, there's no way. If you would have called that play and I would have been standing there, I would have looked at you and went just like this. No, I got this. Yeah. We're going to run this.
I'd have waved that one off myself. Like a pitcher right there. Nope.
No, buddy.
Now you're standing. Nope, no fastball.
Well, now it's still you still got to get a 2-point conversion, right?
Right. You still got to get a 2-point conversion. I don't know what the Fire's kicking game looks like.
Well, this would be, to me right here, I would kick it deep, hope to play solid defense with 6 minutes left. Hope to play solid defense.
If you can force a punt right here.
Force a punt.
If you can force a punt.
Because the one weakness that we have seen in the Phoenix, their offense has done enough most weeks to win. This week they've done enough to get them into a game where they had a 14-0 lead. But the one weakness they really have is their punt snap.
Now, if you're the Fire, the one thing you can't do right here is give up a big return.
Yep.
So let's do it to them too.
And if I'm the Phoenix, I'm watching for the onside kick right here. Not that I think it's coming, but I'm watching for it. It's nice for teams to get out and get set, and you don't have to count them like we have to do every other Saturday.
Right. There's a kick.
Straight down the middle.
Deep kick. Picked up at what looks to be about the 25.
Oh, no.
She's going to reverse field.
And gain nothing.
That was Cook. Looks like she lost some yardage. Appears to be frustrated. I'll tell you what. It's a football game right now. It shouldn't be, but it is.
That was a 0-yard kickoff return, Coach.
I will say that the Phoenix make a habit of making it exciting. It's always an exciting finish.
It's fun. We've enjoyed it. There's been some great great things to talk about in Phoenix games this year at the end of games.
I really thought I was going to be bored out of my mind today because I was like, okay, they're just going to beat them 100-0 after that first and third drive.
Yeah, I mean, you score on two. You score in the second play of the game. And this needs to be a real drive right here.
Here we go. There's snap. Give on a zone off the right side
Boom.
of Wheeler, and there she goes. She's out the gate. And she's going to step out of bounds. It looks to be about the 49-yard line. That's how it's done.
That is.
That is how it's done.
You got the ball at the 25. So you gain 24 on first down. Pretty simple.
Yep. That's going to make life smooth.
You just got to keep running the football. I'm surprised they're still in the gun. I realize why they're in the gun, because they're getting a favorable box, but I was kind of wondering when this was about to happen.
Just at 5 minutes right here.
I'd definitely be running the ball right.
There's a snap. Give off the left side. Myers fighting through the middle.
Gain of 7, Coach.
And the clock runs.
That will work right there. That's 31 yards on 2 plays. I would be slow to get up, slow to get back to the huddle, slow to make them spot the ball, and snap it on the last second I could snap it.
Yeah, we're definitely slowing things down.
Now I'd run it over here.
There we go, just right eye.
Unfortunately, if I did that, I'd run it right into this blitz.
And Longley keeps it.
And she got grabbed by the face mask.
I'm not sure if they're going to call that. Number 14 right there.
Uh-oh.
14 for the Fire. Charmaine Alfred had her hand stuffed in her helmet. All right, now. Get your headgear on. Although that should be an ejection. When you take your own headgear off in the field of play, especially when you make an aggressive move towards someone else, that's an ejection. Let's see what the referees have to say about this.
Well, she's going off the field.
Well, off the field and ejection are not the same thing. I don't know if maybe they gave them the option to pull her off or if they're going to throw her out.
Are they calling this against the Phoenix? Going on, we've got 4 minutes to go, Coach.
Okay, under 4 minutes. Obviously, they're going to stop the clock to discuss this. Here she comes.
So,
okay, it looks like they're confused about who this is on.
no, you don't mark the penalty off from back there.
All right, let's see. Okie dokie.
It goes from where the ball was at. It's not a spot foul. But you do lose it down.
Yeah. So they're going to say that was on the Phoenix.
Obviously, someone did something to make somebody mad.
Okay, maybe they pulled her helmet off. That's a possibility. Been lots of that going on tonight. Just a little ISO off the right side. Wheeler going to get slung forward. Slung forward for about
6.
Yeah.
And that's really a shame because, without the penalty, that's a first down.
Yep. The Fire seems to be talking to the referees quite a bit.
The referee's tired of hearing it from their sideline, too.
I'm sure.
Now, are they going to go for this? I would, because I wouldn't put the punch. I wouldn't snap.
No.
There's no way.
Sir. No, sir. They rushed 3 people and blocked it.
Second, fourth down attempt of the game.
Here we go. And looks like it's going to be a timeout.
I think that's going to be a timeout for Atlanta.
About 3 minutes left in the game. Timeout Atlanta. I guess they're going to try and make sure they think it all out right here. Let's see, players of the game. Defensively, J-Rock Shields.
There's no doubt.
Defensively, she hands down. Offensively, I don't know. That's a tough one.
I would say that, you know, you had the 66-yard catch by Shea Jones.
You did. That was a huge play.
And then you had the, you know.
And there's really nobody that's really separated themselves in the running game for them tonight. Toombs.
Yeah, Toombs has had a good game too.
Her coming in and just pounding the football.
I mean, she had a huge carry right before half. She's probably close to about 70 yards on the ground. I'd be interested to see what they do right here.
Backfield, pro right formation.
If they threw a slant, it'd be a touchdown.
There's a snap. Longley rolls out to her left on the fake. Had Shea Jones open. Threw it at her feet. Well, the unfortunate part of this is now
you give the football back.
Now you give the football back at midfield.
Now here's what I'm thinking, Coach. I know they didn't want to punt. I understand that, and I know it was 4th and 9.
A quick kick right there with Longley.
That might have been the play to go to right there, but it's 50 yards, and I'm pretty certain that my defense just held you out of the end zone from the 9. And you turn the ball back over to me at the 14, and you got 3 minutes. You're not getting 50 yards. I would have lined up and ran the football right at them. I wouldn't even given them a chance. They scored a touchdown on a fumble. You know, I would have said, "Hey, okay, here you go. Here comes ISO again. If we get 9, great. If we don't, here you go."
That's never a good sign when you take somebody out of the game to put somebody in the game who's limping.
One limps off and one limps on.
That's not a good sign.
Been there though, Coach. I can tell you how that feels.
All right, doubles look. There's a snap.
Quick screen.
Quick throw out to the left.
This is a frightening play. Whoever that is right there is a good tackle.
That's London. You know, you expect that out of All-American. Odom comes over to help her clean up.
Nice play. About 9 on the completion right there. No, excuse me. My bad. About 7 on the completion.
They'll bring up 2nd and short.
They're under 3 minutes, so they got to go.
Yeah, they're taking way too long in the huddle. Unless they got out of bounds right there.
No, they did not, Coach. And they don't have enough people on the ball. I'm sorry. 2:30 counting right here.
Yeah, that's an illegal formation. There's a snap. Throw out to the left side. Thrown way short. Okay, they've had a hard time throwing anything long down the sideline.
This is amazing. If you look at these stats, Coach, if you look at the stats, how many first downs do you think the Phoenix have for the game?
6, 7.
They have 8. How many first downs do you think the Fire have?
3 or 4.
7. 3 of them on penalty.
Well, here they go, lined up in the eye, slot to the right.
Ran right by him.
Give right up the gut. And ball's out. That was a chance for the Phoenix to end this thing.
And that was a chance for it to be a first down. And now it's not a first down. I think Odom punched that ball out, Coach.
That's not surprising. Heads up play by Renika Brown to fall on the ball for the Fire right there.
If you got J-Rock and Odom on your defense, you're pretty good. But here comes 4th down again. This is the fourth down attempt of the night, and they are 1 of 10 on 3rd down.
90 seconds left in the game. Give off the left side.
And this game's over,
It's
boys.
not going to get there. Smith's going to be short. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yep, and that's it.
I'll tell you what, that's just kneel it down.
Yep.
They can't stop you. How many timeouts they have left? 1?
I think they have 2.
It still doesn't matter.
Not enough time. If you're the Phoenix after this game, you're glad you got the win, but you got a lot of stuff to clean up.
Indeed.
A lot of stuff.
I guess you could technically get the ball back if you knelt it down. You could still get it back.
You could.
Just doing the math in my head.
I can guarantee you they won't run jet sweep. Man, I wanted to crawl under the turf.
I understood exactly why you would do it, though. I mean, it made sense to me.
I was like, man, what an idiot.
Well, I mean.
Holy smokes, that's got to be a penalty.
Well.
I guess it's not a penalty, literally not a penalty.
A little overzealous there by Jennifer Jones.
Okay.
Quarterback on a knee, and she kind of barrels over.
If I'm the quarterback, I'm mad. None of my offensive linemen destroyed that person.
Yeah, I think if that's me, you know, the next time you do it, you might catch an elbow to the throat or something.
Alabama just took their second time out. So each team has one. Georgia's taken 2. Alabama's taken 2. We got a minute and 20.
Minute 20 seconds. So really, you need a first down. You get a first down, it's over.
Well, they're not going to get a first down. He just told them to take a knee. My point is this right here, Coach. They take this knee. I'm not calling timeout. I'm telling the referee right now in this thing, she takes the knee, put the ball down, and mark it ready for play. I'll take my timeout after you take the third knee, after she takes the knee on third down. Then I'm going to dare you to do something on fourth down.
Pitch out to Myers. Myers looking for room, cuts it back across the grain. Down the right side. Fighting.
On to the ball. Made that ate up some clock, though, Coach. That was a great thing.
Yeah, I've seen teams do that before where they'll just kind of like run backwards.
Uh-huh. I saw a college football team one night, or one afternoon, I should say, take the snap on third down with 14 or 15 seconds left and roll to the left and throw it as high as they could throw it and as far as they could throw it out the back of the end zone to win the game, so they could run all the clock out. And I thought to myself, man, that's really a cool play. If you run a receiver down there and they won't call it intentional grounding.
Right. Well, the Phoenix come back out.
Now they're out of timeout, so the clock's just going to run.
Right.
So, if you're, you can kneel it right here now because you've gotten out of the danger zone, literally.
Well, if you kneel it right here.
You're still going to have to punt, but you're only going to leave them really basically one play.
You can't punt, though. You cannot punt.
And they can't block you long enough to throw anything to the end zone. Toss.
There's the toss.
First down.
Wheeler around the left side.
Game's over. First down.
First down. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it right there. 1 minute remaining. Looks like number 23 for the Fire is down. That's Demetria Crawford. She had to go out of the game earlier. Our folks from Emory Healthcare going out to give her a hand. I know we always appreciate the medical staff. And Kennesaw State. We appreciate Kennesaw State. It's such a great place. What a great venue.
Coach, this place has got more places to watch a football game. You know what I'm saying?
Hardhead Sportswear. Everybody, we really appreciate it. And it's the Empire Sports Bar. Is that correct? Is that where the post game show is going to be?
I think that's what you
It's
said.
always important when you know where the post-game festivities are going to be located there, Coach Collins.
It's right there at the corner of Windy Hill and what?
Windy Hill and Empire Sports Bar at this point.
In Delk Road, is that it?
We're a minute left remaining, going 14-6. This is good score, good game. Little bit lackluster second half overall, would you say?
I would.
Well, I think the Phoenix just want everybody to get their money's worth.
Well, I think adjustment-wise, I like both of those. Next week they're heading down to Florida, Miami Fury. They're heading on
Florida.
And then they're heading up to Derby City Dynamites. Make sure that you bring your water to knock out the dynamite. That should be interesting, all to say the least. And then hopefully we're going to see a home game for the final game, the South Carolina Smash. If you're out there listening to it, mount up. Come on down. I'm dying to broadcast you live here on YouTube to be able to do that. Gentlemen, y'all have had a great game, crazy environment. Haven't been able to bring you all the bells and whistles that we're used to. We'll come back and actually rebroadcast this game with some bells and whistles after Mother's Day. If you're a mother out there or a brother from another mother, we want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And I hope you're able to hug your mother or your aunt or your grandmother or your sister tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very special day for out there in Mother Day land. And we wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day, sincerely, here at the Atlanta Phoenix. Thank you so much. We're getting ready for the playoffs. Got the W Bowl here at the end of July. Gentlemen, we're going to be here. I know you've been prepping yourself live for ESPN3.
Oh, I'm stoked. And you're not going to be able to tell me anything ever again.
I understand that. Championship game will be on ESPN3. However, Division 3 and Division 2, the most interesting thing is the Alabama Fire are ranked number 2 in Division 3 ball here in the Women's Football Alliance, the WFA. The Atlanta Phoenix are ranked 6th in the Division 1. So, I mean, this is a really good matchup. Compared to, face-to-face here that they experienced roughly about 4 weeks ago. It feels like forever since the monsoons of the rain, but we appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. But I definitely could see the Alabama Fire being here for this championship game here in the Division 3 round. It's going to be very interesting of what teams partake in the W Bowl. I'm very interested to see who's coming out of the 2 and the 1. I don't know if the Phoenix, I'll be a prognosticator, I don't know if the Phoenix can pull that off. But if they can, hey, they're going to have to march through Boston and march through Pittsburgh to do that. Gentlemen, let's knock out this last 1 minute. Take it away.
All right, here we go.
Well, if they do anything other than kneel on the ball, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, I might walk to the sideline and just be like, why, man?
We have seen that, though.
Yeah.
Not in this league.
No, not in this league.
Not in this league.
We've seen some stuff where I'm like, what are you doing? Man, just wrap it up, dude. What are you doing? Longalay under center right there. And quick kneel down. Exactly what we expect. That's one of those things that I can say for the WFA. It is good, well done, disciplined football.
Yeah, and it's
nobody's throwing it deep. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
With 40 seconds remaining in the game,
up by 11 points.
Right.
I'm not baffled on a regular basis by the calls that are made.
No.
Where I'm like, why would you do that?
Very professional, very professional. Last thoughts there, Coach Chapman. Heading in, this is a great win for the Phoenix. Any thoughts overall from the game against the Fire?
I just think that they started off so fast that there was just bound to be, this is way too easy. And we even said it on the broadcast, but, their defense travels. And as long as their defense keeps playing like this, they got a shot in every game. Because they haven't given up, we've seen them play 3 times now. They've given up, 6 points in the 3 games we played because the touchdown tonight wasn't an offensive score. So their defense travels, man. And if they keep these ladies healthy, they got a shot.
Coach Collins?
I just have to. I concur.
I concur.
I'm gonna co-sign that.
You're gonna co-sign that. That's not a bad co-sign at all. Well, gentlemen, I hope that the South Carolina Smash have an opportunity to venture themselves back here to Atlanta, Georgia. We definitely hope that to be the case. Sorry for the motion sickness for those individuals out there with the camera. Definitely hope South Carolina has an opportunity to come up here. They've had a good season. They're ranked 12th out here in the WFA Division III ball. Looking forward to seeing if the Alabama Fire will return here in the end of July. Looking forward to it all. Gentlemen, thank you all so much for your participation. Chris, Richard, Corey, Greg, thank you so much for being on the cameras and taking pictures. I'm Bowman Michael with Score Sports. Adam Collins and Craig Chapman have brought to you the sights and sounds of the game. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Make sure you reach out to your aunt, your mama, or your sister and say, hey, happy Mother's Day. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Be safe.